Oh my gourd, I cannot stop making these pumpkin muffins. And my family will not stop asking me to make them these pumpkin muffins. They're that good. And although they are gluten-free, dairy-free, and low FODMAP, you won't feel like you're missing out on anything. I guarantee it. I got the recipe from FODMAPeveryday.com and I'll link it down below in the description. Okay, so you'll need gluten-free flour. I really like this Bob's Red Mill 1-to-1 baking flour because you don't need to add any xanthan gum or anything like that. Same with King Author's Measure for Measure flour. You also don't need to add anything to that, and they're both low FODMAP. You'll also need unsweetened almond milk, coconut oil, and coconut oil is a great substitution for butter in baking recipes. You'll need eggs, brown sugar, regular sugar, pumpkin, canned pumpkin, vanilla extract, pumpkin pie spice, cinnamon, salt, and baking powder. So I preheated my oven to 350 and I sprayed my muffin pan with oil. We're gonna make the streusel, which is my favorite part. We're gonna start off with 3 tablespoons of coconut oil. And we want the coconut oil to be softened. So if it's hard, you should microwave it for a few seconds, but you don't want it to be completely liquid. And then we're gonna add a 1/3 cup of firmly packed brown sugar, 3 tablespoons of gluten-free flour, and then 1/2 a teaspoon of cinnamon, and then 1/4 a teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice, and then a dash of salt. And we're just gonna mix that all together. So I'm whisking it all together until I get this crumbly texture. You can use your hands if you're not afraid of getting a little dirty. I find my fingers work a little bit better than the whisk. Now we're going to mix the dry ingredients into a large bowl. We're going to start off with 1 2/3 cup of gluten-free flour, and then 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice, and 1/8 a teaspoon of salt. And then we're just going to mix it all together. Now we're going to mix together the liquid ingredients. So we'll start off with a cup of canned pumpkin, and then 3/4 a cup of sugar, 1/2 a cup of liquefied coconut oil. So I put mine in the microwave for about 30 seconds. Half a cup of unsweetened almond milk, 2 eggs, and then 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And I'm going to whisk that all together. Okay, and now I'm going to mix together the liquid and the dry ingredients. And then I'm going to whisk it all together. Now here is what my mixture looks like. I'm going to add the mixture to the muffin tins. The recipe recommends using an ice cream scoop to help you get the even amount of mixture in each of the tins so that they cook evenly. I don't have an ice cream scoop, so I'm just going to use this 1/4 cup measuring cup to spoon the mixture into each of the tins. I got all the mixture into the muffin tins, and now I'm going to add the streusel that we made earlier. I'm gonna add a lot of this streusel to the muffins because I really like it. I think it tastes very good. Now put the muffins in the oven for 20 minutes, and then I'll come back and show you what they look like. Okay, I just took these beauties out of the oven. I'm gonna do the butter knife test. If the knife comes out clean, then it's all done. And if it doesn't, you'll wanna put it back in the oven for a couple more minutes. So let's see. It looks pretty clean. I think they're done. Okay, the time has come for the final taste test. Are they as good as I said that they were? Let's see. Mmm. 10 out of 10. One final tip. As you eat these muffins throughout the week, I recommend microwaving them 20 to 30 seconds before you eat them, and they will taste all warm and gooey like they do right after they come out of the oven. It tastes great that way.